Excuse me. My boy OG Crip. Oh no, that's fine. Shoot, I don't care about using cabs. B Hop. That record look good. He got Marvin Hagler, I got Bernard Hopkins. Last video I showed you all, I had to use distance. In this video in particular, we're gonna just see how the fight go. But I plan on fighting a more well-versed fight, meaning me fighting on the outside, the inside. Just to show you all how to fight a balanced overall fight. Start off the fight without jab. Be patient, as always. Okay, he seems like he's gonna come forward. Shoot. This might be how to fight a pressure fighter too. Right now we're gonna use our jab though. Keep pressing. Okay, fill out process. We send everything you bring to the table. Look at that. Uppercut straight. Stay off the ropes. But then again, I can fight on the ropes good. Beautiful. Patience, take our time. Right on footwork. See that right uppercut to the body, anticipating that lead hand. Got the close range now. Very competitive round. I boxed well, he boxed well. He did everything he wanted from the standpoint of applying pressure. I used my jab, he used this jab. I think towards the end, I was able to get a few extra, more clear shots off. But nonetheless, good round. Use my jab more. Also, as the fight progresses, once I really know his offense, I'll keep it more in the center of the ring. When you go against a guy who's aggressive, make sure you get the outside foot positioning. I really should be fighting him to the left side. Obviously, this is what you do. You're orthodox, you're going against a good southpaw. Every now and then, of course, so it's not predictable, we're going to use the other angle. But see that? I rotate to the right just so he'll get a different look, but I really want the fight to be from the left side. See, now it make him really, you see how he's going to his right now? He's actually fighting smart well as well. That's another thing about the point of doing these live fights. You don't get to just learn from me. You get to see what my opponent is doing and learn from them as well. You let me work. See that? Stay in the pocket. Y'all gotta understand, you're gonna get hit. That comes with the territory. See that? Take a small step back. Get back in there. Good jab to the body by him. Shoot my jab to the body. Just cut the ring off. Cause see, now he's trying to use range. And I'm not gonna let him. I'm gonna close the gap. Every now and then I take a step back because he is jabbing. But y'all see that? I'm trying to measure him for that straight. But he's fighting well thus far. Like I said, he's using his jab. He educated. He textbook, so he keep his hands at home. He's not doing nothing too crazy yet, but it's also early in the fight. As the fight progresses, they start setting the scorecards. They start fighting different. The more you figure out their offensive patterns, everything changes. See this? Now I'm about to fight him in the inside. See that? Now I'm anticipating that lead. His left hand. And now I'm straight to the body. Coming right over. Nope. See? Now right here, I use my range. Rotate to my left. Now we got him readjusting his feet. Then look at this. He understands how difficult the assignment has gotten now. Over the last minute of the last round going into this. I can sense the heavy pressing now more than before. It was a tad bit more conservative early on. Now this is more of a heavy press. See, so now I'm using my range. If he gonna bring the fight to me, I'm gonna let him. Oh yeah, see, close range. We don't shy away from close range. We're gonna punch in between. See that? I'm anticipating him leading. So my straight right, I'm the more rangier fighter. Nope. Beautiful hook. See that? Close the gap though. See that? He's still landing shots, but we ain't getting hit with nothing crazy. It's boxing, you're gonna get hit. Straight over the top of his lead hand. We boxing a pretty well-versed fight right now. Very, very textbook. Nothing fancy. With these fights, you got to do both. Sometimes your opponent is going to apply pressure, so you just don't want to completely move on the outside. You want to get your respect at times. So if you close range, you might got to let your hands go. Judges got it 2 rounds apiece. I mean 1 round to 1. I mean 2 rounds to 1. See that punch in between punches? I don't know where his stamina at, but I definitely sense I'm the fresher of the two. Now I'm gonna close the gap completely because I see he's fighting on the outside. That's another thing, guys. Be very selective with your stepping. Excessive stepping does not do well for you in the long run. Step to create offense. Every now and then you can be evasive. See, I'm going downstairs. See that? He reached. You reach, I teach. He got to be careful whenever he throws straight shots. See that? My straight going to shoot every time. We still got to be smart though. IQ. Rotate to our left. I was about to say, I'm trying to shoot the hook. He's been doing a good job of not really giving that to me. So now we're going to apply pressure. See that? Now that whole sequence that you all just seen was the sense of me figuring out his offensive rhythm. As you all can see, that last straight, it's like I anticipated that last 15 seconds in particular. I anticipated a lot of things. Love it. Yes, sir. Yeah. Make sure y'all support bro OG Crypto. He's boxing very well. He's applying pressure, so we're gonna use the ring a little bit before we eventually get back close range. See that? Just patience, how you avoid shots. Look, don't be afraid to tie your opponent up. See that? It's an all-around boxing match. Close range, mid-range. See that hook over the top as he's applying pressure. Then you can shoe shine. Shoot, this is the Ray Leonard effect too. When the round close and you know you have to fight the faster fighter, you can just unleash certain shots. Okay, I'm doing light boxing. Now it's time to get close range. Pushing. See that? Get straight to the head. The slightly tilted head. That's a Manny Pacquiao move. Doing a good job of mixing. It's fighting the balanced fight. Boxing when I have to utilize the range. Pile up points. At times, once I'm comfortable or I sense he backing up, I feel like at times when he backs up, it's to maintain stamina, which kind of at times force me to want to up the ante in the fight, step on it just to see where he at. Every now and then I land a good punch in between, preferably the straight, but he's boxing very well. We're just fighting a balanced fight. At times he's making me box. At times I gotta fight. See, like that, I don't want to keep fighting on the outside because it makes it more challenging for me. So to make it a little bit easier at times, I might gotta get my respect on the inside. To the body. Turn your opponent. I know this game ain't the most technical, but in this instance, the turn would be a big sidestep out of nowhere. See that? I sidestep over, shoot the uppercut. I really want this left hook. Always be thinking is the key too. Look at what your opponent is doing on the offensive end and think of ways you could overcome that. That's like that lead jab. Eventually, going to anticipate it and attempt to shoot a hook over the top of it. See, like he didn't throw it, but I knew once I turned that corner and I shoot the hook. Sometimes punches could put you in positions as well. Like you could throw a punch and it not land, but based on where you threw it at and you end up in, you could then use that to create another move with your feet or just you being in position. Beautiful. There we go. Apply pressure. Pushing. Now I'm in my Andre Ward bag. See that? Now I'm applying pressure. What's happening is you make your opponent fight quicker. So while as you throwing punches, you applying shots, eventually he's gonna reach in. Being a taller, rangier fighter, you can anticipate that and pull counter. See, I can see the stamina. His stamina is definitely lower now. Yeah, a lot of his punches ain't having effects. Like I'm able to punch in between or over top of shots that I wouldn't been able to do earlier without even switching the momentum or speed of what I'm doing. Again, still boxing well, staying true to his style. He not really getting over out of character. Of course, due to the circumstances of him being down, of course he got to make adjustments. But within the adjustments he's making, he's not getting out of character, even with him being aggressive. Now, I want to kind of step on it just to see how tired he really is. 10-8 round is a little ridiculous, but this fight night. We boxing. All right, about to use my walking stick, which is the jab. He's doing a good job working. I feel like my shots at this stage of the fight got more thump on them. Shoe shine, guys. This where you shoe shine at. Like rounds like that, he was doing very well. It was back and forth. Knowing the game and knowing how boxing worked, I was able to, my punches looked like it affected him more. And then towards the end, if it was a close round or his, I just did a flurry at the end. Sometimes with those rounds, you might win them or lose them, but you gotta sometimes take those risks. It's about being calculated, and you kind of gotta mix it up. That's like this fight. I'm boxing him well on the outside, but at times he closed the gap. So instead of just keep doing it and burning more stamina, you might as well just fight with him, and y'all could burn each other's stamina if it come down to it. And because you fighting close range, I mean you gotta be a punching bag. You all can see, while I'm boxing close range, I'm not really getting hit with nothing crazy other than hooks. I mean, other than the jab for the most part. He's not really landing nothing crazy. But this 1-2, pretty good. So he ain't got nothing on it at this stage. Time up. Rotate to the left. It's gonna be a round. If it's close, I'm about to shoe shine. Two uppercuts. Yep. And this is the last round of the fight. It'll make really much sense to mix it up. Not even orthodox. Box. Clinch, rotate to my left. Use that walking stick. Good stuff, champ. All right, guys. That was how you box a balanced fight. against a really good boxer. As you all can see, I got hit more than normal. We both landed a lot of jabs this fight. It was hard to just keep him completely on the outside. That's why even when I was boxing well on the outside, because I know somebody might think I could have the whole fight, but if I did just box on the outside, I would have had to step excessively, so my stamina would have been burnt a lot sooner. He boxed an amazing fight throughout, and he actually forced, the wild part was I was coming in here to kind of fight a balanced fight, but he kind of forced me to do that. As you can see, I got hit a lot, and I had to take chances close range and box on the outside when I had to. So, dope competitor. I like him a lot, and I enjoyed the fight. So, yeah, appreciate it.